Yo, you want to see something cool? No? Well, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Reached the Backyard Republic. Welcome back. I'm your host. It's just me. Anyway, I've argued with a friend of mine for the last 4 years about this, and he is absolutely convinced that he is right. And I am not convinced he is. And what we're going to do tonight, or what I'm going to do, is I am going to torch the tallest tale that our U.S. government has ever said. They have blown so much smoke up our ass with this, and we still actually believe it happened. And tonight it's the sacred cow that we're sacrificing. It's the moon landing. It's the moon landing, and I'm going to prove to you that. Well, I'm going to give you compelling thought on why it didn't happen, and or why it did happen, but it didn't happen. Okay, it kind of makes sense. All right, so let's hop in the Wayback Machine with Marty and Doc, and we're going to go back to 1968 or 1969. I'm sorry. And America's broke. We're bleeding in Vietnam. Students are protesting. People are out there blowing shit up. You know, the Weather Underground's doing all their stuff, and we have to keep a TV signal going because the one thing they had going was they had a rolling list of soldiers that were getting killed in Vietnam, and parents are being glued to the TV and just hoping not to see their kid's name. So what did we do? NASA said, "Hold my beer. We're going to slingshot 3 guys into outer space, and we're going to land on the moon. And then on top of that, we're going to have them call home from the moon, 250,000 miles away. They're going to call home, and we're going to televise it." Really? When I was in the hospital, I was on the 6th floor next to a window, and my cell phone had no service. I can walk into my kitchen. I can walk outside at work, and I'm in SOS mode because my cell phone has no service. But be assured, in 1969, I could make a long distance call over 250,000 miles. Yeah, totally believable, isn't it? That technology existed all back in 1969. There's other things too. Let's think. Stanley Kubrick came out and said that he actually filmed it. Came out and said he actually filmed it. People said he was lying. Yeah, shadows crisscrossing, flags waving in a vacuum. Kubrick just got finished shooting not 2001 Space Odyssey. So he's familiar with a lot of that stuff. So that's another reason. The guy that filmed it said that, hey, he filmed it, and he wasn't an astronaut. Then there's the Van Allen belts. That is this giant radiation sauna that surrounds the Earth. And we had 3 guys in a aluminum foil rocket ship with 10 suits on. Zip right through it. Zip right through it. And if you stand next to your microwave too long, you start feeling nauseous. Put a piece of tin foil inside a microwave and see what that happens. See what happens there. But no. 1969, we have the technology to get us to the moon through the Van Allen belt, to make a phone call 240-some thousand miles away. We have that ability, right? We didn't have any money to fund it, but we have that technology to do that. So what was the real mission, y'all think? I think it was propaganda. I mean, we had to have a distraction from the war. And everybody's still relatively patriotic except for college kids. So they went and planted Old Glory in the moon. Stuck it right there and said, "This is ours. This is America's. This is ours. Look what we did." Plus, we were competing with the USSR. They already put 2 guys in outer space, allegedly, cosmonauts. And already put them out there. And so we had to go further and beyond. And that was a big leap. That was a big leap from going to the brink of space into a low orbit atmosphere to the moon. So did we go? Maybe, maybe not. But I'm not going to believe anything DC's ever going to tell me ever again. I don't know. It's like trusting someone who said, "Hey, we lost $3 trillion. We don't know what's happened to it." So how do you lose $3 trillion and not have any receipts? So one small step for man. Probably not. Gotta stay loud. Stay lit.